Whiteboards are gone. Never did get rid of that Kentucky one, though. Seattle? Well, Seattle might have went all the way back to 24. Nah, Seattle was in 25, right? Yeah. Seattle and Kentucky. Louisville. Only two whiteboards from 25 that made it. That didn't make it. I don't know what that means. Anyway, so what's up, guys? I don't know. A little chilly here this morning. Got a little snow out there. Tried to let Floppy outside. That's his new thing. He thinks he wants outside every day. He turns out when he gets out there, he's like, oh my God, what is all this? So I was like, all right, it's like 18 degrees. There's some snow on the ground. Hot shot. Let's go. Yeah, he ran right out the back door and ran around to the side door. And I made him walk back to the back door just to prove to him that you don't want to be out here. I've also been doing this thing each day, either taking like an existing clip from a video, like maybe this. Hey, what's up, Joe? Relax, relax. Joe's was kind of inspired by your month-long videos. I'm just saying it could be as little as 8 seconds. So far, the shortest one's 8 seconds, longest one 23 seconds. I'm trying to get one every day of the year, every day of the month. I don't know if I'll do a monthly or not. So far, it seems a little boring. It might need an entire year. I don't know. But then that might be too much. But I figure if the clips are under 23 seconds, in between 8 and 23 seconds, it's like it's changing enough that maybe people won't get bored. I don't know. It's a long video, 365 days. I don't know. I say it's boring, but I actually thought it was cool already. But like, I already forgot what I did 9 days ago. You know what I mean? A lot of Floppy so far. What are we, 15 days? I think about 4 of those days feature Floppy. Yeah, all right, I know. It's a pretty radical idea for YouTube, man. Everybody's like reacting to things in instant judgment, which is usually what I do. I've never been good. But sometimes I see people that do these long-term projects like yourself, Joe, and I'm like, man, I can never do that. I don't know, I just don't have the discipline, the interest, the attention span or something. But I'm really going to stick to this. And now I'm 15 days in. It's already starting to become a habit, like 8:30 in the morning, and I've already gotten today's taken care of. Floppy wanting outside, and I let him out in the snow. So you'll have to wait until the end of the year for that. Perhaps each month, though. We'll see. We'll see. And then, I've been on a big kick of all the songs like Slave to the Traffic Light, Curtain With, Divided Sky. Even putting Pebbles and Marbles in that category possibly doesn't belong. Then it got a little greedy and was like, maybe I do like Horn. I should like Horn. Like Horn fancies itself in this category, but that's just the problem. That's right there's the first problem. It was almost as if, I don't know if the lyrics were written first. It seems like the lyrics were written first, and then Trey was like, I need to write like a beautiful song to go with these lyrics. And in his head, he's thinking, Slave, beautiful, Reba Jam, beautiful, Divided Sky. But it just isn't those songs. I doubt if when he went into Slave to the Traffic Light, was he like, I need to write this beautiful sounding song. I mean, I don't know, maybe he did. But Slave doesn't feel in any way like intentional or forced. It's weird that I like Slave. That also was a thought I had. It's weird that I like Slave to the Traffic Light. It's a song about just basically being stuck in traffic and embracing it and just being okay with it. I am certainly not okay with that. You guys, I mean, that's the main reason I want to leave shows early. I do not want to be stuck in traffic looking at brake lights. So I just really had a head scratching moment. Like, how can I love that song so much, but really just not get the song, That. Humans, man, we're weird like that. And I just still don't like Horn. It's hard to put your finger on it. Like, I'm trying to say, like, yeah, I think Horn just feels forced. Like, it's a little bit of a fraud, And those opening guitar notes just don't really sound anything like Phish. Oh, he has one. I did not know he had one, Joe. And then the opening vocals, it's almost like it's like they're trying to sound like a horn with their vocals. Like, get out of here. It's awful. Nobody wants to sound like a horn. Everybody hates the sound of a horn. So the song was just flawed from the beginning. It's flawed and it's a fraud. I tried my best. They're probably going to play it in Mexico. Hopefully we at least get a Pebbles and Marbles if they're going to play Horn. And, I know people like Horn, including Spud. Spud's a big Horn guy. I just think Spud's confused. That's all. And I cannot believe that song debuted in 1990. shocking. You know, I mean, it's like not really close to those other songs. I don't know. Slave actually written a long time ago. Curtain With as well. I don't know. Like I've always liked Slave and Curtain With and Divided Sky, but just lately, that's really been kind of my thing. It's just like there's never a bad Slave. I rewatched the ones from the recent shows. Um, the Bobby tribute, you know, I don't want to, like, I'm obviously not in any way being disrespectful, but I'm seeing a lot of people like, I can't say I was like a big Grateful Dead fan. And then when it does come to the Grateful Dead, I zero in on Jerry Garcia. So I just don't want to get like pretend that I'm just some big like I even regretted posting the recap from when he played with them in Nashville. I reposted that. I've found out recently here on YouTube it's really easy to like clip one of your old videos. So I just clipped the entire video and reposted it. And I even felt a little weird about that. Like, why am I doing this again? And my thought was, and some Phish fans responded. I was like, well, a lot of Phish fans are probably super bummed out right now. And I'm certainly not going to do like some kind of tribute to Bob Weir because I'm just not capable. But I can do this. You know, maybe this will put a smile on their face. Some people, it worked. Others got really upset at me. Man, look at this. It's Bob Weir coming in the window right now. He's like, that's right. Don't talk about me, Chomper. So, but yes, I feel for all the people that are hurting. I know how much the Grateful Dead meant to a lot of Phish fans and people that watch this channel. I don't really know what to do about this. It's just getting worse, dude. What in the fuck? I don't know what to do about this. This is unbelievable. I don't even see how that's happening, really. Let me try to do something with these curtains. No, I wasn't really into it. I mean, I like the Dead, but I was like, I never was like super into them. Well, if you like it, cool. It just seems weird. A little, almost too distracting for it. It just looks so foggy on my, it does kind of look cool there. When the chat goes away, it just looks foggy. Makes me look a little extra greasy. I am a little greasy. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, I do like the Grateful Dead, but not like they weren't like life changing for me. In a way, like when members of Phish start dying, that'll be really tough. Like I imagine it is for some of you right now. Curtain with sunshine. I like that, Mr. Despot. And nobody really cared, you know. I didn't even do a reaction to the Miami loss because I was really not into that game. The Phish show was going on, but the Indiana loss, you know, I don't know. Nobody really cared. It's fine. I don't know. Save myself the embarrassment, I guess. Um. Oh yeah, yeah. And I've even owned some CDs. Like I owned 100 Year Hall. I owned One from the Vault. I used to listen to One from the Vault a lot, playing video games. And I had a friend who really liked the Grateful Dead way more than I did. And then when I was still listening to like when he was getting to them. Cool. Yeah, I don't mind losing to Michigan State either. And wow, back in 2015, who knows how I handled a loss. I feel like at least in more recent years, I've tried to, I don't know. I've at least tried while I do my complaining and finger pointing and blaming, I do try to at least give some credit to the other team. Although the Indiana video, about halfway to it, while I'm trying to be like, it happens, we lose. Indiana's a good team, respect to them. I was like, this seems really boring. You know, it's what I should do. And I just kind of turned right in the middle of the video. I was like, Indiana's a joke, dude. This is horrible. This is embarrassing. We're Ohio State. We should not be losing to Indiana. And then, the few people that saw that video didn't quite understand that, I guess. And it's really bad when you're like, nah, man, I'm like a YouTuber. I'm trying to trying to be a little polarizing or just garner some engagement or something here. But it's really sad and embarrassing when like not that many people watch your video and you're like, oh, I was just saying that stuff to drive engagement. It's like, well, it didn't work. You just look like an idiot. That's why I don't really try that stuff very often. You just look foolish when it bombs. Be like, trust me, dude, I know what I'm doing. No, I didn't know what I said. It just felt boring halfway through, and I was like, let's spice this up a little bit. Let's be let's play this YouTube game a little bit. Let's not just be boring and just show respect to the other team. That's who cares? Who wants to watch that? Now that makes sense. I think a lot of fans did the same thing. I think while my friend was listening, getting really into the Grateful Dead, and I was listening to whatever he had on, yeah, there was like these other kids in our high school being like, "You heard about Phish? You know Phish? We're going to see Phish. Phish is playing the Nutter Center." It was somewhere around that Nutter Center show too that we were like, we didn't go to the show, but I think like he bought a live one and maybe Hoist or something. And again, right off the top, I was like, man, this guy cannot sing. These guys can't sing. This is awful. And then I don't know what happened. Somehow, something that Hoist CD ended up in my car, and then I would just kind of listen to it on my own. And then one day at a CD store, I bought July 14th, 94, 7/14/94. Why does that seem so weird? July 16th, 94. I was going to say, why does the 14th sound weird? It's because it's not the 14th. Yeah, they probably were like that for some folks. Folks. So, I guess that's about all I had to say. As I tried to give Horn a legitimate shot. I have been, what else have I been doing? Anything interesting? Not really. I think I talked to you guys about Begonia. I watched that movie. It's really good. If you like not Aaron Paul, Jesse Plemons from Breaking Bad. I don't remember his character's name in Breaking Bad. But anyhow, he's in it. He's really good. And yeah, it's a cool movie. Just check it out. If you like Emma Stone with a shaved head. Somehow still look pretty good even with the shaved head. And then I see her now like in interviews and stuff, or shortly after when they were doing promo for the movie. She looks really good with short hair. Started thinking Emma Stone might just be good looking. All right, so that's it. That's all we got. I still love Slave. I tried to like Horn, and hopefully they play Pebbles and Marbles. Oh yeah, you gotta wait about 350 days, but there will be an F Zappa 20 movie coming at the end of the year. All right, guys, boom. It won't be as good as Begonia. It won't be Civil War either. Don't watch that movie. I watched that movie the other day. I don't know why I picked now to watch it. Don't watch it. I think I watched it because Jesse Plemons was in it. He's awesome in it. Don't get me wrong, but don't watch it. Boom. Right, more Pebbles. Sorry, I pretty much ignored the chat the whole time. Said hi to a few people. Mr. Desbot and Improvise and the Michigan State fan and Joe LaRocca was here. Sorry, I just sighed right before I said your name, Joe LaRocca, if you're still here. Joe LaRocca was here. All right, guys, boom, we're out of here. Spud, wake up. What do you think about Mary bought me this fancy house robe for Christmas? It's Land's End. Boom, we're out of here.